Good morning. Well, I guess afternoon. It's just past noon. A little past noon there. These would be helpful. The sass. I don't know what a Destiny Guardian is gonna say to a swamp. Seriously, what would they even do? You can't kill a swamp. And those regular primary ammo bullets will do so much to that swamp, I swear. It'll be crazy. I don't know what to do. There's space magic. So anything you say is defeated. Doesn't matter what you say. They could have space magic too. My space magic trumps your space magic. Sorry. I guess I could go back to shading. I gotta do a few more shadows. If I only had the light. Have not been granted the light, unfortunately. What if you had the light and the force? Which one would be better? Who would win? Right. So many Guardians perma-died. Well, who would win, a Jedi or a Guardian, you know? And I guess it depends on the type, too, because there's types of both. Yeah, that's where I usually go in those arguments that we talked about previously. It's like, I just don't know enough about it. So, that's my cop-out. It's like, well, I don't know anything about it. Plead the fifth, right? I don't know enough about it, but I bet you'll tell me. Well, yeah, for a while there, I was really sarcastic. I was like, Saitama and Master Chief are going to win no matter who they're up against. So, yeah. But I've lost. I still think Master Chief's cool, but the last couple games have soured my opinion of the franchise, just because, I don't know, it was boring. And that could be my fault or something, and I love the suit and everything, but oh yeah, Popeye is the champ. What about Popeye versus Kirby? Because Kirby kind of has that toon power too, you know. Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I wasn't a great fan of 4 and ODST as well. Popeye's just yak 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 and comes back to life. Villain's warning sound there, his laugh. Did I just get a text or was that the song? Oh, I did get a text. Yeah, yeah, Saitama. I was surprised he lost, but I mean, Toon Power. You know, it's hard to fight Toon Power, and I don't know if it is possible without it to fight it. Mm-hmm. Hey, Angel, how's it going? Oh yeah, the DC and Marvel universe is messed up. But yeah, I'm on early today because we're doing some other stuff today as well. So I wanted to get an early start to get a stream in, or else I wouldn't have been on at all today. So nice. How's that coming along? That's true. The anime usually has the writer and producer, and that's it. And then they stick to a realism too, like, well, a realism for that universe, obviously, but they usually stick with that level. That's true. Well, and then you get animes like One Piece that's on episode what, the 1060, something like that. I'm pretty sure. So there are one in a generation that go far like that. But actually, I prefer them to end. So I can keep going. I got a long watch later list. Yeah, I could see that. Oh boy. That also skews my idea of how they're gonna do in the battle as well, the death battle. It's like, but Hawk guy punched him in the face, and it looked like it hurt him, but I guess he's stronger than that, or something like that, you know. Which Hulk? Which Hulk, though? That's the question. Which Banner? Smart Hulk? You know, lab coat Hulk? Ah, okay. It is pretty inconsistent. Well, that's part of why I don't really care for the multi-universe. Because, yeah, I know it gives you all the variety that you want, but it's a little too much. And it makes it overdone, and that frustrates me a little bit. You can't really keep some stuff straight. Mark Ruffalo is a sexy hunk. Yep, I'll go with that. So then just MCU Hulk? Exponential growth? Oh. Yeah. That'd be kind of interesting if there was a character that was introduced like in Iron Man, say, and they were the weakest character there, but every movie they got a little better, and it kept going until the point where they were just a god level. And I mean, like 30, 50, 100 movies later, not like any instant payoff. That'd be crazy. And then they'd become the villain, because that's how it always goes, right? You can't have someone OP unless it's Superman be the hero without them being the bad guy at some point. Oh yeah, I guess it is Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball in general. Oh, Corey, I don't think you've ever been introduced. This is Angel. She's in my chat quite often, and I go to her streams as well. She does watercolor paint as well. And Angel is Corey. It's a friend of mine from Alaska. In fact, if you watch us play Phasmophobia or Rocket League, he's always in there with me. So, dude. Oh, it was kind of funny, Angel. We after my last stream, we went to. I guess it wasn't after D&D. That's what it was. After D&D, we went to a local bar, local pub, where they were doing the Alaska version of Mardi Gras, and they call it Spinardi Gras. It's kind of funny, but they were doing like they call it the pants off dance off, and Corey went and got up and did the dance and totally deserved the win. Well, it's our own version of Mardi Gras, yeah. It's like finding an excuse to drink in the winter. It's called the No Pants Dance Off, and it's kind of silly, but. Corey got robbed. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to. You don't have to take part. No, only there was only what, 4 people that got involved, right? You and the other guy, and then the 2 girls, I guess. That's true. He went down to you went down to your boxers though, didn't you? No, he showed up. They cheated. Yeah, you're not wrong. So that was most of my weekend, I think. Oh yeah, and then D&D and then the movie night and stuff. That was your weekend there, Angel. It was all right. Yeah, it was kind of chill. Really, it was more crowded than crazy, if you know what I mean. I saw Tricky was back. I caught some of his Harry Potter stream, but I was doing other stuff, so I was just lurking. Or Hogwarts stream, to be accurate. Lou is not a fan of me, I guess. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. There's not enough singing involved in my streams, I guess. What's that? What's that show that you guys are always talking about? The kids show. Bluey, yeah, that's right. I could get a little. I am very bashful. I gotta be drunk to go up and sing, even in front of friends. Exactly. Yep, 100%. Can confirm. I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing the stream and everything, is because I wanted to get better, a little less shy. That's kind of always been a thing for me. I've gotten better, but I'm good at faking it too. Usually. Until I just go quiet and just don't say anything. That's right. That's right. I'll just keep faking it. I'm gonna go small brush here. Oh no. Does it? Tries so hard, and in the end, oh no. Or is it? Is my answer. I'm trying to find an image in here that's a spruce tree, and I'm having trouble doing it. Or corpses, spruce trees, I guess. Corpse? Whatever it's called. Do, 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 do. I think I put too much water in my paint here. All right. I think with powder it's really bad because it just waters it out completely, and then I can't get any color. I'm just painting with water basically. It's probably the same with solids and other ones too, though. Sure. Got some dust in there. So what's your week look like, Corey? Are you still around town, or are you going to out in the slope or out in the village or anything like that? Yeah, no problem, man. That's got to be nice, though. Especially considering, the leg and stuff. Oh, yeah, I've been there. That was very nice. Although I guess I can't really complain right now because of my situation. I'm getting off pretty lucky. Ooh. Out of there. And a shirt got caught on my thought I picked up before stream. Apparently I missed a shirt. I don't want to do that. Nice. That's pretty sick deal. Foliage is hard for me. Yeah, I'm already trying to fight my first reaction is to not want to go back to work, you know. I can feel it coming up quick, even though it's seemingly still a little ways out. It's all relative, you know. It is and it isn't. Yeah. The longer you have off, the worse it is coming back to it. That's something I've noticed with my sporadic shifts that I've had over the years. Oh, 100%. And then if someone around you makes it worse, going back, it just makes it unbearable. Like, you already don't want to go back. Yeah, you know, Hedrick. You know what I'm talking about. God, that made that unbearable. It's looking pretty interesting. I may even start to see some trees emerging. It's not just a green, brown, orange, yellow blob anymore. I really like this tree right here. Has the nice shadowing on the side and stuff. You see trees? I don't, not yet. It's getting closer though. This tree is good, and these two right here are good. I like. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Even though itself is basically just a blob with some shadowing on it, it looks the most convincing to me. I did want to drop a little more shadow on these two spruces, though. Just so it kind of starts to separate them a little bit. Because one definitely hiding the background, and it's not one tree, it's two. But now that kind of looks muddy. I'll come back to it. He says as he thinks about messing with it still. Oh, totally, yeah. That is a fun thing you can do with opaque, paints, whereas I'm kind of screwed. As long as I'm using these paints right here, it's not something I can do unless I go over it like 30 times, and then I can start to cover something up. Unless it's bright, and then there's no way. Yep, 100%. Maybe I will use this one. I'm gonna kind of start to move downward here, try and do a little bit of context in these fields. It's going to be really tough though. Let's see. Got like a gold mixture. I believe that's gamboge, and that's yellow. So I guess let's start with yellow. Actually, this paintbrush might be too big. Let's I should have gone from right to left. I don't even know if you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. Like, you can kind of tell that I made the paper wet. But beyond that, I don't think you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Really all I'm doing here is getting a lighter strands on the paper to give it texture. That's really all I'm doing here. So it'll be extremely subtle anyway, even looking at it in person. Yeah, sure. I'll see you, dude. I'll let you know. Am I still in frame? Yeah, I am. See, the trick here is it almost comes in like 1, 2, 3 sections. So like in the distant area it should be, I'm doing it right now because you're only catching the tops of what's in the background, so it's almost kind of white. It's really like a fuzzy white. And then here in the middle, you're catching the bulk of the stems and such. So it's going to be a mix of brown, yellow, orange for the most part. And then as we get closer, it's almost all orange and no brown, except for this layer under here will be dark, obviously, because of shadows and whatnot. And then that'll really make this blue pop. And I already put too much blue in it, it looks like. But I'll be able to fix that with shading, I think. And then this here is supposed to be reeds that are up on a lump that raised it up, and I maybe it was a little, it wasn't subtle enough for it. But hey, this was a learning experience and I did it for fun, so we'll see how it turns out in the end. And the yellow on this middle section here isn't very important because the brown and the orange will kind of really override any of the yellow. So again, it's really just texture. That's why I'm going a little random with it. And also it's nature. Nature's random. It doesn't make sense if it's uniform. But ironically, this is one of those situations where uniform would almost actually work. Because it's just a field of grass, of reeds. What's that? Did I just drop a fuzz on the paper or something? What is that? I've been doing so good without fuzzes. There's one. Ah, there we go. Got it. Let me check my clock because I think I have a sorry, I'm getting messages about the Destiny expansion tomorrow, and I'll probably be streaming that campaign tomorrow most of the day. So look forward to that. And then tonight, we are doing. Oh, it doesn't start till 4. Okay, so I got some time. I thought I had to get off here in like 20 minutes or something, but I've got an hour and a half. Guess I'll just I'll go for a little while longer, and then I'm gonna join Corey there for some Rocket League before I get into Among Us hours. God, it's such a busy day today, and I didn't even realize it was supposed to be. Yellow. That's what I was doing. And I still have to go over to my parents' house later. He helps my dad helps me with most of the color correction I do on my paintings. So I was hoping to get the last painting all done and corrected before submitting it to this art contest for a grant. This kind of raises up here because the whole thing does. And then it goes back down over here. I'm lucky I'm not right-handed because my right hand is bothering me for like the past couple days. I mentioned on stream Friday I was talking about it, where the snow came down in front of my door and I had to shovel it all off, but it was packed so hard that I had to use an ice pick to cut it into chunks, and then I would shovel the chunks away, and it dropped. You know, if I was standing in the snow, it would have gone up to at least my waist, and it was hard packed. So my right hand has been complaining ever since. If I was right-handed, I would have called off the stream. To be honest, it's that bad. And I can just notice the ever so slight hint of green in there as well. So let's take the little one and go in. Just every so often do a some of these chill beats to study too have sounds in them where I'm like, did I start the dryer? Why does it sound like there's a dryer going? Or like my phone, it sounds like my phone alarm goes off, or like someone knocks or the doorbell rings, but it's just a part of the song. Like, come on, guys. You know what you're doing, don't you? You're killing me, Smalls. Bum 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 ba-da-do. The amount of green is... I could probably count them if I zoomed in close enough. It's not much. But nature is never one uniform color. That is for sure. In fact, I think there's like a couple bushes here that are actually green in this foreground section. All right, orange. Let's do some quick swishes here, see what it looks like. This paintbrush is awesome and terrible at the same time because now that I have it, I can't really ignore it. So it forces me to really do these time-intensive, subtle, close-up finesses. That before I'd have been like, well, I can't do it. I don't have the right tools. Sorry. But even the orange, I'm afraid what the brown's gonna do, because even the orange is overpowering the yellow and the green. Can you see it? Is it on screen? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. So that's what it looks like from your perspective, huh? It's starting to go where I want it to go. And the crazy thing about these reeds is there's a lot of times when you're doing fields where there's a general curve to all of them. The field in general is curving one way or the other because of sustained winds or the ground, sunlight cover, sky cover. For whatever reason, they generally are pointing in a similar direction. You throw one that faces a wonky direction every once in a while and it looks normal. With these reeds, not a single one of them seems to be pointing the same way as another one. I know that's impossible. Of course, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but my point stands. If it's not, if it's sticking 90 degrees out of the ground like this, it's going to be going one of those directions. I don't think some of them bow down, of course, naturally, but I feel like I'm just rambling now. Another odd thing about painting a field like this is that really you're not seeing any of the shadows except on the very front, and maybe if there's like here where it kind of goes in and then comes back out, you'll see some shadow there, but the rest of it you won't see shadow because all you're seeing is the top part of the plant, and that's being blinded in sunlight. So not really a ton of shadows going on. And a lot of them are semi-transparent as well, which cuts down on the shadows even more. I'm gonna have to be really subtle with the brown because it's gonna overpower everything. I shouldn't have been as subtle with the green because it is about to vanish. Maybe I'll hit it with green a couple more times. These reeds almost look like what I thought fire looked like when I was a kid. This is what I would, if I ever drew fire, that's what it would look like. Try and leave that green alone. I feel like I'm getting even more random as I go, which I guess isn't a bad thing, but wonder if it'd be a good idea to go over these with an X-Acto, because catching reflection off a leaf is a thing. So I'm wondering if that would be But then again, maybe any mark I make with an X-Acto would be too big and exaggerated. But at least now you can clearly see that there's going to be 3 different parts of this backgrounds area. I was looking at the contest that I was going to be entering here soon, and it's crazy. It's really crazy, the voice in the back of your head. I am pretty proud of what I did. But that voice in the back of your head, man, no matter how good you did or how good you think you did, it can be ruthless sometimes. It's like trying to talk me out of entering the grant competition there. It's like, oh, they want real artists. You're not a real artist. You're not trained. You're not, and just goes into this whole spiel about different reasons why I shouldn't enter. And I'm gonna grit my teeth and try and force my way through it. That's something I've always had to deal with. I feel like everyone's had to deal with it, of course, but I definitely have as well. That voice, you know the one. You know the voice I'm talking about. Hey, what's gritting? Welcome back. Thank you. Let's zoom out and get a good view of how far I've come. Of course, nothing done in the foreground, but I think even further back it would look better. Oh, thank you. It's really, this is your favorite yet, really? It is very, if you like orange, it's the orangest thing I've ever painted. Oh, okay. The fall colors. It's the, other than the little scribbles I've done in my book, it's the only thing I've ever done in autumn colors, so I hope you don't I hope you don't dislike when I do the water down here, because 3/4 of this water is going to be this color here. This dark kind of brown green color. So I hope you don't mind that. And like around the birds, it'll be very blue though. That's the plan at least. And then the rest of it'll be dark. Thanks, Angel. And I have to do something about this back here. Maybe I'll pull some of the color out because, well, I guess it is pretty intense. I guess, and the shadows will help it too when I get there. But I just got done explaining how this upper portion is 3 different parts, where in the back you can only see, it's like wider, so because you only see the tips of all the plants, and then you get like a midsection here, and then this is going to be a mix of all sorts of, well, mostly just orange, and then the bottom will be dark, shadowy, just because of the amount of the plant you can see uniformly. Oh, I didn't even mention trying a new tea today. I'm trying Irish breakfast tea, Twinnings. Speaking of which, I'm gonna refill my beverage. It's good. Yeah, I like it. I heard you mention it before, that's why I got it. I like the taste, and it's mild, you know. And I like that it's not fruity, because I agree with you there. I don't really like fruity teas. I didn't know what that meant before, but now I do. The mix of colors I gotta do in this is outrageous, though. Just green, yellow, orange, brown, everywhere. Yeah, I do like it. It helps that that I've been trying new things lately. I don't think younger me would have liked it, just because I wouldn't have been used to the herbal taste of it. Tricky's home. Hey, welcome home, Tricky. All right, sounds good. I'll see you later. I don't think I'll be going for too much longer anyway, because well, painting at least. I think I might be playing Among Us. They're a Discord I'm part of is doing an Among Us playthrough, so, or match games, whatever. So I might end up streaming that. I've never done that before, and pretty amateur at the game. Although I used to like watching people play it. I'd watch the OTV guys play it and all them. OTV and friends. The crazy part about this is it is mostly one color. With this part here, this foreground part is mostly one color, and I don't know how. It's like an orangish brown. I am making all of this a little bit brighter than it shows up in real life, but I kind of do that with all my paintings, so it's just the way I see it. Oh, I don't have a bright orange tree back there. There should be a bright orange one. Looks like I had intended on this one becoming bright orange, but I shadowed it on accident. So let's make this one bright orange. I got on a real shadow kick and was trying to make it look like the trees above were really overhanging. Man, that's so orange, it is almost red, isn't it? Maybe I'll do this tree over here. I don't know, it's already pretty dark. I guess I could go over it with yellow and that would brighten it up a bit. Or go over it with the gold I made here. Because I made a custom gold color at one point. Actually, this is the gold color here, isn't it? I really like what some of these trees are doing, though, even though I'm fighting my way through all of it. Especially these small trees up in front. It's interesting. So let's see. I'm going to I'm going to talk through my timing for the rest of the night and then tomorrow real quick. I was going to try and go to the dentist today, but no, that's nixed. I mean, I was nixed almost at 8 a.m. today. I can call it pretty soon and play Rocket League for a little bit before Among Us and kind of hang out and loosen up a little bit. And then I have no idea how long Among Us will go for, to be honest. And I still need to do color corrections on my painting, which I think that'll take, depending on how bad the pictures are. I think I got some fairly good reference pictures for the digital correction. So I can't see it taking more than an hour. So if Among Us starts at 4 and goes for 2 hours, that'll be 6, and then 7. Okay, well, I'll paint a little more right now, just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna hop off, I think. And then I'll be back because I'll get something to eat while I'm playing Rocket League. That way I won't have to be snacking while I'm playing Among Us. and I don't eat while I do color corrections on the off chance I spill just like one drop on the painting. That would be horrible. So yeah, just give me a little bit more time here and I'll just start to bring back the color in some of these trees up here. That's the next one of the next parts that I gotta do. Slowly bring the color back into them. Or, I guess that's technically incorrect. I've gotta accentuate colors and highlight colors, not to bring colors back. So, I do need a dark green. So I've got this messy bit of assortment of greens on my right that I'm considering using. I think it was one of these two. So look at, I've got, these are the ones I usually use. Every single one of them is a powdered based watercolor, the one I've mentioned before. And then these are ones I was testing out. And these are tube style, except for these two. These two are powdered based, and I just put way too much powder in there, so that's why they look odd. And then these 4 are tube based. And I don't really like mixing the different paint styles because they have different transparencies and different mixtures, and they separate differently. Like you can see here, gets really dark right here, and then this is all yellow, and then there's like a happy medium here. Well, this one is the darker colors separate to the left and right, and then the lighter colors go into the middle, and that's generally how the powdered paint has been separating for me. And that makes sense to me more than there's yellow here and there's mix here and there's dark here, and then I don't know, it's a little more chaotic, a little messier with these, I feel like. And there's a lot of dust in them. It really gathers dust compared to the powder ones. But I guess that makes sense. Let's see. I believe this green is that one there. For now, I'll just use what I've been using. Keep it simple, you know? There's no need to have all of these flights of paint on my painting at once. I do feel like it is too green though. Maybe as an accent to these. Oh yeah, I still need to go out and get rock stars too, but I can do that You know, I can do that before I go to bed because I want Rockstar 2 for Destiny tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Not entirely sure what I want to do there. Although this one I think I want to have it be like a little bush. Well, it almost looks like it connects to this tree very well. Maybe I'll do that. But if that's the case, I'll have to make it quite a bit darker in places, so it makes sense. Hey, Natalie. I'm sorry to hear that. Or how'd the meeting go, I guess? You missed it. I had quite a few people in here earlier. And Corey was here and Angel was here. It was pretty lively there for a minute. Also, I'm getting kind of close to taking off, at least for painting, because I'm gonna be playing a different game with a bunch of people for a little while tonight, or in a couple hours. What do you think? I'm making some progress on this one. How's it looking? I see. Those are the best and worst kind of meetings. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to be hopping off here very soon, actually, because of what I just said a minute ago. I'm going to be hopping on a different thing for a while. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, but I'll have to see you next time, I think. And literally, I was just finishing up before you got on, so... If you wanted to watch, at about 4 Alaska time, I'll be playing Among Us with a bunch of random people from a different Discord. If you're interested, but if not, thanks for stopping by for painting. I appreciate it. On that note, I guess I'll probably close it out there so I can grab something to eat real quick. I feel like I've been going nonstop all day. All right, well, let's get a good ending note to land on here. Oh, I should get a picture too, obviously. My phone, there it is. I can't wait to do the I can't wait to do the swans. I'm really looking forward to doing the swans in this picture because of how well it turned out on my mini version of the painting. So I really want to get that done, and I feel like that'll close out the piece nicely. I'll probably do a bunch of the water first and then come back and do the swans later. All right, well, anyway, thanks for coming by as usual. I appreciate it. Angel, Natalie, thanks for stopping by, even though it was a short one. Cora, thanks for hanging out for a while, and the other lurkers, I'll give you a shout out too, even though you didn't talk this time. I'm just glad to have you here. You don't have to talk. And maybe join me for Among Us later, and then Hogwarts tonight. Although I'll probably be calling it early since I've got a full day of streaming Destiny tomorrow, at least. I'll definitely be streaming Destiny tomorrow. I believe we're doing it. I've got a party of 3 here, and we're probably going to be doing it legendary from the start. So expect me to die a few times. Anyway, I'll call it there and be back on in about an hour to play Among Us. See ya.